He celebrated his chimp's birthday, but he ended up by his pet's angry companions who didn't get cake.
And they tore him apart. They tore his face off, they tore his dick off, they tore his feet off, they bit his fingers off. It's one of the most horrific, cruel attacks you'll ever hear of.
The savage primates knew exactly how to finish him off.
Chimps recognize you need your fingers in order to do things. You need your face in order to see. You need your dick in order to fuck. So that's the things they go after.
However, as incredible as it sounds, St. James Davis survived.
Now finds himself in this state. He has 20 more surgeries to go to before he'll be back to his original handsome self.
The Davis couple adopted Mo in 1967 when the chimpanzee was still a tiny baby. From then on, they decided to take him in as a son since LaDonna was infertile due to a cancer she had been treated for. Everything was beautiful. They had formed a family with the primate. They dressed him, taught him how to go to the toilet and to eat with cutlery. However, of course, it was impossible for him to live with them because as he grew older, he became more and more dangerous. So, after more than 30 years of living together, they had to send him to an animal sanctuary.
Mo was taken away from you. You had to put him, they told you had to obey the law, put him in a sanctuary.
Right.
How long had he been in the sanctuary when the accident happened?
About 4 years.
About 4 years, and you'd been visiting him. How often were you visiting him?
A couple times a week.
On March 3rd, 2005, St. James and LaDonna came to the sanctuary to celebrate Mo's 39th birthday.
So this guy goes to visit the chimp and he brings a birthday cake. Happy birthday, buddy. And the other chimps that are in cages right next to him are like, this motherfucker didn't bring me a cake? I can't believe this.
In a matter of seconds, the situation turned into a bath.
We were in a quiet little area that just the two of us, and when I looked around, I knew we were in trouble.
Yeah. And they came after you first?
Yes, I was between them and James, and they came at me first and got my thumb, and he pushed us apart, and I went backwards. And when I went backwards, they went after him. Otherwise, I probably would have got the blunt of the attack.
And I got another chimp bite my fingers one at a time. One was beating me with like a bat, and the other one was sitting on my back, eating me alive. My butt, my privates, just my neck, head, and it's a miracle that I'm alive.
Of course, it was a miracle. The furious chimpanzees mutilated him almost from head to toe, and the chances of him staying alive were truly minimal. They also had to consider all the infections that he could contract after the rabid bites.
They put him in a sealed environment and kept him alive. It took about 3 to 4 weeks to get all the infection under control.
I think the infection would have been your biggest worry.
It was a really bad thing, and they actually didn't think he was going to make it because of the infection. And so many open wounds. He'd lost so much blood and so many different organs that they really had to fight. And that's the good thing about Loma Linda and hospitals like that they will undertake almost a situation that shouldn't maybe be happening.
Yeah.
He stuck his thumb in my eye and peeled off this side of my face over my other side of the face. Then he drugged me, bit off my heel, and he drugged me down a hill 30 feet, so impacted with dirt and mud. It took him a long time to really clean me up.
The brutality of chimpanzees when attacking is something worth investigating. These are animals that, if they can completely dismember their victim, they will do it.
They did it to try to take away from him the things he wants and needs. Like, chimps recognize you need your fingers in order to do things. You need your face in order to see. You need your dick in order to fuck. So that's the things they go after.
Fucking assholes.
They don't just try to kill you. They try to take away what it means to be a human. So if you try to hide your hands, they'll pull your hands away from you, open them up and bite them off like crazy with a rage-filled look in their eye. And they don't communicate with language, so they only have this sense in their head of what's fair and what's not fair and what you've done to them. So if you do something that makes them jealous, they think immediately you've done something bad to them. They don't think that, no, I just gave my friend a cake. You made them feel bad, so it's you. You made them feel bad, so they go right after you.
The truth is that the life of St. James and LaDonna changed forever after the chimpanzee attack, but they never gave up their love of cars.
Now finds himself in this state. He has 20 more surgeries to go to before he'll be back to his original handsome self. But he is a car guy. I want you to hear this story as I saw him coming through the hallway here. I'm talking to him, not even realizing that this is the man that we have followed his story. I followed every story, and I have prayed for you guys. My wife has prayed for you guys.
And hundreds of people have. Thank
Oh,
goodness.
we know it well.
Appreciate
I
the
think
prayers.
St. James Davis had to undergo more than 60 reconstructive surgeries to regain some of what was lost during the attack. And even though they had the opportunity to do so, they decided not to sue the animal sanctuary where Mo was. As for him, they lost his track forever in 2008. The last time he was seen was wandering near a house near the sanctuary where he was, and then disappeared in the San Bernardino National Forest. The truth is that all this demonstrates the dangers to which humans can expose themselves if they want to keep a chimpanzee as a pet. Because sure, at first they can be very cuddly when they are small, but once they grow up, they are extremely risky. And that was proven firsthand by the Davis couple, who unwittingly ended up mutilated by the rage and jealousy of these furious and fearsome animals.